is knowing what makes you different, leaning into your pain, leaning into your insecurities, leaning into the fear, and show that, because I'm probably not the only person that feels this, right? Like it's like being able to share these very, very vulnerable things about us publicly and failing publicly and still owning it, right? I've always had a problem with my sexuality and being gay, and I put other people's comfort before mine, because 5 of my closest people in my life growing up all rejected my sexuality, told me that was gross, and I fought it for 10 years, maybe even more. I've only had one like actual girlfriend, and it's something that really weighs heavy on me, because as a creative, when I work with the women, right, and I'm always self-conscious about how they're going to feel if I text them. Are they going to feel comfortable? Are they going to think that I'm hitting on them and all this stuff? And naturally, I'm a flirtatious person with whoever, but I just like to make everything fun and light. And one of the biggest things I'm breaking as an artist is to own it, right? I watched this documentary about even like David Lynch, and I forget this other guy. He's a poet. His name is Lebrowski, last name is Lebrowski, something like that. But he owned his failures. Like everything that he was rejected for years. He didn't even get his fame until I think in his late 50s. And that's another fear, right? Is that, are you going to be really old when you finally make it? Like, I don't want to be old when I finally make it, right? But it's like, I don't want that. So obviously I naturally have a desire to do it now. And that's that desire that you sent to the universe. That's another tangent, right? But ultimately the thing is, the common denominator that I see in a lot of these artists is knowing what makes you different, leaning into your pain, leaning into your insecurities, leaning into the fear, and show that, because I'm probably not the only person that feels this, right? Like it's like being able to share these very, very vulnerable things about us publicly and failing publicly and still owning it, right? Because I, as a gay person, I don't need to think about how to make you feel comfortable, because you probably might not be comfortable with a gay person. That's not it's not up to me to make you feel comfortable, right? But because of the 5 women in my life that rejected me, I bring that core belief. And today I had to remind myself, right? Because there's this woman that, yeah, I do adore her. I'm fascinated by her because she's very structured and she's one of the most beautiful women in the world, right? And liking her is okay, but respecting her and having these boundaries is a completely different thing, right? Because me liking her doesn't mean that I'm naturally going to disrespect her because of whatever, if, you know, her sexuality. She could be hetero, I don't know where she is, but I go there where it's like, oh my God, it's wrong to like this person. Oh my God, like this person's going to feel like this if I ask her how she's doing today. All these things that come out, you be aware of them and change the narrative, because me asking her how she's doing is just being a human being. And yes, even if I think she's the most beautiful person, it's okay. Just obviously have boundaries. And in my artistry is I'm here to own and to experience and to show these insecurities that you have, right? Like whatever it is that you're insecure about, whatever it is that you are struggling with, that noise that stops you from taking that leap of faith, or for blurring the lines. Like all the lines that I've blurred, I've learned something from. And if I didn't blur them, I wouldn't have learned. And all the people that have hurt me immensely have taught me the biggest thing. So I'm here to experience, and I'm here to tell you that the fear that you have is the one thing that you need to face. And especially as a creative, especially as an artist, that's what you need to push out there so that it is true and genuine, and people will relate. The right people will relate to you, and the right people will follow you or support you, right? Because ultimately I'm here to create a support system, not just people that follow and like. I want someone, if you're someone that's actually going to support who I am as an artist and want me to succeed and partake, and also if I inspire you because you relate, then that's what we're here to do. Art is to reflect someone else, to reflect your inner truth, and for someone else to see themselves in your art. Woo! So that's where we're at. So let's go. Pew pew. Oh, quick update. So I texted her. Her response was so like, hey, how's it going? I'm good. Like extra U's, right? And then I responded very light and fun. Like, she's like, oh, I'm good. And I was like, okay, that means that you had your matcha with extra cinnamon, right? Like, and this is what I'm talking about. It's like, I'm so in my head for like an hour of texting her because I was like, damn, I'm so insecure about what she might think, or she thinks that I'm just gross and disgusting. And it's just because of the people in my past who rejected me. And me being gay has nothing to do with not being your friend because you're a woman, right? If you're a woman, we can still be friends. That doesn't mean that I'm trying to have sex with you. Just like you being a hetero woman doesn't mean that all the guys that you're friends with you want to have sex with. It's just being able to change the narrative in your mind and using it as a way to really like get close to your art. Anyway, that's my spill. She responded. The narrative changed, and it changes more and more when you really just contrary action. Anyway, let's go. Pew pew.